Hello, my name is Mike, and welcome to another episode of Workout Wednesdays. Today's workout is going to be a climbing workout, and so we are going to do a workout that helps engage the parts of our body that we use when we're doing rock climbing. Um, some of those parts of our body are going to be our arms and forearms. Our core is really important in rock climbing. So a lot of the stuff we're going to be doing today is going to be targeting that core. So without further ado, let's start getting into our workout. But first, let's make sure we have all the equipment we need in order to do that workout. So the first thing we're going to need, of course, is some space to do our workout. So we want to make sure that space is clear and we're not going to be bumping or hitting anything or anyone so we don't injure ourselves or break anything in our house. Also, we're going to need a yoga mat, sleeping pad, or a pad that we can, or blanket that we could put down on the ground. What's very important about this is we got to make sure that whatever we choose to put down on the ground, we got to make sure that it's not going to slide around because we don't want to be moving as we're doing these workouts. We want a nice, stable, and soft thing to put down on the ground so we can do our on-ground exercises. Also, what we're going to need is some more weights, right? And so today we might be doing some things that might require more weight. So we can have a milk jug filled with water is a great weight that we can use for some of our exercises. Or maybe even an empty can of paint that we can fill with rocks or water that we can use that handle for a weight as well. If you have free weights at home, those are even better. Remember, we always want to make sure we're choosing the right amount of weight so that we can do all of the exercises in our workout today. So we will be doing 2 sets of each of these exercises. So make sure that you're picking that right weight. So if you need to pour some water out of your milk jug to make it lighter, or if you need to do these exercises with no weight at all, that is still a good exercise for y'all to be doing back home. Great. And then we're also going to need some lighter weights as well. So again, that'll be those Kansas soup, and or if you have lighter free weights, we're going to be using those too. Lastly, we're going to need a jump rope. If we got one, you can also just use a nice piece of cord like this. If we don't have one, that's okay too. We can still do a mock jump rope, which will still get our bodies and our hearts pumping the way we want them to. Okay, guys. So now that we have all of our equipment, we're ready to start our workout. Like every workout, we're going to start with a warm-up. Today's warm-up is going to get started with 2 minutes of jump roping. So I'll go ahead and set my timer, get my jump rope out, and start jumping. You guys, if you don't have a jump rope at home, we can also do a mock jump rope. So we're going to hold that rope in our hands like this, and we're going to keep going. If we can't jump for a full 2 minutes, we can also kind of do a leg raise. And remember, we want to keep those arms moving. The real important thing here is I want you guys to keep moving for 2 minutes straight. Keep that hop, keep that walk, keep that skip going for the whole 2 minutes. Again, we're not going to do the whole 2 minutes here today because we only have so much time on the video. So remember, 2-minute jump rope. Once you're done with that, we're going to get into some arm circles. So now we're going to open our joints up. So here's where we're doing those dynamic stretches. And so again, we're doing big arm circles, opening our chest, and really rotating those arms and coming both ways. So we're done with those. We're going to move into the elbow circles. And so, again, what we're doing is we're getting our joints moving so that they're ready to do these exercises. So again, this bicep curl movement can be a good one if you can't do those circles. If you're doing those circles, make sure you're alternating both directions. We're going to move to our wrists. Warm those things up. Great. Next, we're going to do those boxing twists. Get that lower back. Great. Now we're going to put our hands on our hips And get those hips warmed up. Hip circles. It's big hip circles here. Great. Again, remember we're alternating each of these. Next, we're going to do our knee rolls. So again, we're going to put our legs together, hands on our knees, and we're going to roll those joints around in a circle. Get nice movement in those things, in those knees. So if that's a little hard, we can also do, remember, just a bend and straighten. We want to just get these joints moving. If we're sitting in a chair, we could still do this as well. Great. Once your knees are done, we're going to move into our ankles. And again, alternating both feet as well as directions. And again, if this is a little easy, we can make it a little more challenging by bouncing on one foot and drawing some patterns and circles with our toes in the air. That's another way to get those ankles warmed up. Last but not least, I just like to shake it all out. All right. That concludes our warm up. And we're going to get into the workout here. So our first workout is going to be what we call a mountain climber. Again, in the video, guys, I'm going to show you how to do these exercises in a few different ways and then tell you how many of these we're going to do through the whole workout. So on the video, we're not going to go through the entire 2 sets of the workout. We'll move through 1 set of the workout, and then I want you guys at home to do 2 sets of what we're showing you here today. So the first workout we are going to do is mountain climbers. And so that's down on the ground on our mat here. And again, we are going to get into our position just like we did on our planks last week. And at this point, we are going to come up on our feet like this. Again, in that push-up position, nice straight back. And we're going to bring our feet up. A one count is 2 movements, right? And so every time that first foot comes back up, it's going to be another movement. And so we are going to do 30 of these mountain climbers, 25 of these mountain climbers right here. And this one can be kind of challenging. So if that's a little challenging for you, we can also do a slower version and move those legs a little bit more slowly. The idea, though, is that we want to keep our core and body tight and try to get those legs moving back and forth. That's going to give us a nice core workout. Again, we are going to be doing 25 of those mountain climbers. So we can also adjust how we count our reps. So instead of counting each 2 movements as 1 rep, we can count 1 step as a rep. And that'll help diminish the amount that we need to do, which will make it so that we can do all 25 in both sets. So remember, always choose the workout that's appropriate for you to complete the entire workout. Okay, next we're going to go into our bicep curls. This can be a seated or standing, and we're going to grab our weights or our milk jugs, and from here we're going to start with our weights down to our sides, or our milk jug down to our sides, and we're going to curl up. As I do that, notice as I'm turning my arm and coming straight up, kind of knocking my shoulder with my knuckles. And we're going to do that on both sides. And so I can do one arm and then the other arm, or I can do both arms at the same time. What's important is we're not swinging those arms. We really want to be nice and stable, and we really want to move from the elbow up, just like that. And so we are going to be doing 15 of those bicep curls in each set. So again, remember, that's where we want to choose that appropriate amount of weight for that workout. So we can do all 15 reps in both sets. Okay, next, moving back to the ground, we're going to be doing what we call flutter kicks. And this is a great core workout. Again, like we had said, we're going to be doing a lot of core workouts today because that's a big muscle group that we use when we're climbing. So again, for flutter kicks, we are going to get down, lay down on our backs. We're going to point our toes out, keep our feet up, and we're going to kick them like we are swimming in water. What you're going to want to do in these flutter kicks is you really want to keep those feet up the entire time if possible. So we're going to do 30 flutter kicks, and the way we count a flutter kick is going to be each double movement, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to keep doing that till we get to 30. So we're going to do 30 flutter kicks. What we can do to adjust this workout is we can take breaks. So every 5 flutter kicks, you can put your legs down, take a short break, and then get after those next few flutter kicks. Also, if we're having some trouble keeping them low, the higher we do those kicks, the easier it's going to be. So remember, challenge yourself, but pick the right level of workout so that you can make it all the way through our sets. Okay, another on-ground exercise is going to be our Superman. Again, very big core workout, and something that is pretty challenging. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down, we're going to put our arms out like we're flying like Superman, and we're going to lift both our arms and our legs, and we're going to hold 1, 2, 3, and down. And we're going to bring them up, hold 1, 2, 3, and down. Each time we bring those legs and arms up, you're going to feel that core engage. The longer you hold those Supermen, the more challenging they're going to be. So again, just like every workout, we're going to choose a time for holding that position. That's going to make it us successful on the entire workout. Another way we can adapt that workout is that when we're down here, we can do just our arms and just our legs, and we can alternate. And that way, we can focus on the lower and upper half of our core separately, which will make that workout slightly less challenging. Once we're done with those Supermen, 15 of those Supermen, we're going to move into our last workout, which is going to be 15 standard push-ups. So again, we can do our push-ups in a number of ways. We're going to go through those so you guys can pick the right level of workout for you. So first thing we're going to do, get into our push-up position again, but in, not low, not high, nice and in line.